I started off at Sea Cadets by dropping my daughter off every week, and then she was nagging about being, she thought I'd be really good as a volunteer, and it came up to being the King's Big Help Out, which was in line with the coronation last May. So I volunteered then, reached out to the unit. I said, is there any opportunities? And they said, well, would you like to look at either non-uniformed or uniforms? So they went through that with me, and I thought, no, you're going to go in for it, you may as well go in for penny pound. So I took up the uniform option, as I say, just 11 months ago now, so it's been great, it's really good.
So I got into volunteering because my son was a cadet here as a junior, so I decided as a former Royal Marine that I would want to come along and see how it ran. And to be honest, over the last sort of 4 years, it's been the best thing I've done. I did volunteering before when I come out of the service, did that with the Army Cadets just because that was my local unit that I served with as a child myself as a cadet. And I always was inspired by some of the adult volunteers as a cadet myself, so I thought, why not give it a go? You know, I've got nothing to lose, and if anything, it reconnects me back with the military. I've got so much out of volunteering because it gives me a sense of achievement, and also I see young people coming through and, you know, developing into young adults, and I feel I've played quite a big part of that as a volunteer.
Through my day job, definitely, I work at the local college, and part of the training for the cadets is you get to do working with young people and things like that. The skills that they give you is like training for your job almost, but it makes it more fun. Rather than just being corporate and you've got to do this, that and the other, it's about engaging with the cadets, making their journey more fun as well, because you don't want to just come, they've been at school all day, they don't want to come here and be lectured at again. So it's that training I found really useful, and I've been able to move it across onto my day job as well, so that's been productive for me. It's really helped that work as well.
Yeah, so the skills that I've developed as a cadet forces adult volunteer is really transferable into my current role as a college lecturer. Not only have I been qualified now in lots of different specialisations such as skill at arms, which is weapons instructor. I've also done a exercise conducting officers course. I think the most transferable skill that I've gained in qualification is to train the trainer. So that's really good for me, the qualifications that I've gained from that as well. I've also renewed my paddle sport leader qualification, my kayak coaching qualification, and also my Duke of Edinburgh assessor qualification. So these are all things as a volunteer that I've been able to not only get kind of funded for, but also use it actively. One of my highlights as a cadet volunteer was actually the cadets after a camp mentioning your name and saying they really, really enjoyed working with, you know, Sergeant Wilkins because he was such an inspiration for whatever. And it was really nice to see that feedback.